So hello and good evening, this is Ruth Pozuelo from Curbal.com, and today is time again for another DAX Fridays. And we are going to cover another time intelligence function called parallel period. And not only that, we're also going to compare parallel period with date add. I already have a video on date add, make sure you go and check that out. But they look like they give the same results, but they don't. So I think it's a great opportunity just to introduce the function and compare to a function that we already know. So let's begin. So like we always do, let's start with what Microsoft says about this function, the parallel period function. And let's see, it says returns a table that contains a column of dates that represents a period parallel to the dates in the specified date column, with the date shifting a number of intervals, either forward or back in time. I mean, the syntax is very easy. You have a column that contains dates, the number of intervals, and then the actual interval itself. So it can be year, month, quarter. Okay, good. I think it's easier if we see it live, right? So we are here again in Power BI with the North Wind dataset. This is a dataset that is free for everybody to use. There is a link below on a video on how to use this dataset in case you want to use it. I will make this Power BI file available anyhow, in case you just want to go ahead and use it. But let's begin the video. First of all, let's create new measure, parallel period, calculate. So first the what, total sales, and then the when, that is our parallel period, and it says it was the calendar date. This is my calendar, so the date column in my calendar. Okay, so you have to have a built-in calendar. I have actually that in here, and you will use this date because this date contains continuous dates, and that's what you need for time intelligence. So you will just put this in there, and then you're good to go. Basically, that's the way with all time intelligence functions works. You make sure that you have this calendar available. So with that, then we have the number of intervals. Let's say that we want to go back 1 month. Now, this has been driving me absolutely nuts. I mean, after the last 2 updates, I'm getting a lot of bugs, and this is one of them. So if you write it like this, it will say the sentence of month is incorrect. And I had this in the very beginning of Power BI. This is basically due to regional settings. Even if I have everything in English, I'll change it to all the regional settings in the world. I then did a quick Google search, and I found, thank you my dear Chris for this, says okay, just put the space after the -1, in case that when you are doing this you have also the March 2018 update and you are not in the United States. I'm guessing this is a regional setting. Make sure that you do like that, and then it will take month as a parameter. Absolutely nuts. I have to contact the Power BI team to inform all the bugs I found because they're driving me nuts. But anyhow, let's focus on parallel period. Parallel period, now we have it. So let's see how that works. We did a month, right? So we put year, month, and we put parallel period. We put total sales. We make it extra big so you can actually see something in there. And we, as usual, analyze the results. So let's look at what we have here. Parallel period, we say this time go back 1 month. So here we have May 1998. And this month is 18,000, but the previous month was 123,000, which is basically what you see here. And then it will repeat. So basically from that point on, those will match. So it means that it's actually giving you the previous month, right? So let's do the same thing with date add. We go in here, new measure, date add. I've already explained that. I will link to it. Total sales. We put date add, of course. Oh my God. And we put date. This is our calendar. Again, calendar, calendar, calendar. -1 space if you're having this bug that I'm having. And then, you know, this thing will pop up. Month. We put them in there. And we analyze this thing. Let's perhaps put them side by side so we can see. And check this out. We have 1998. This is again current month, but after that, let's put this beautiful orange. So let's look at this. Yeah, and you can see that they are basically the same. So after that, everything will be exactly the same. So you might wonder, like, what's going on? So why do I need two functions? Well, how about we do this? We go to parallel period. Instead of month, we're going to do year, because that's where you will see it easier. Put year, and let's remove. We put year instead of year month. Put it up there. Up, up, up. There you go. Perhaps turn it around, please. So, and now let's take a look at it again. We see 1998 current sales, or sales up to date, you know, the date that it is available on the fact on this order details table, right? So the last day is in May, somewhere in May 1998. So up to that date, we have 440,000 of sales, which is what you see there. This is giving us parallel period. So it's giving us the previous period of what we have. So pick another color, blue, beautiful blue. So we have these. You see, it's the same. So he's saying, okay, we are in 1998. You want me, parallel period says, okay, you want me to give you sales for 1997. And it says, okay, here you go. And sorry. And as you can see, it is basically doing that because those numbers are exactly the same. So this one and this one is the same. But look at that one. That is 245,000. That is not near the sales of previous year. And you're now saying, okay, so what's going on? Well, it's because they don't calculate. They go back in time, but the way they pick the dates is different. Let me show you. So we put this in here, and let's see how we do this. We put year, and we put month, and we put parallel period, we put date add, and we put sales, and we just expand everything. And what you see here is quite interesting. I think that here is a bit difficult to explain because we cannot sum everything. So I have actually exported the data to a CSV, and this is what we have here. So it is exactly the same information, okay? So I just extracted it and put it in order so you could see it. So let's take a look at how this works. If you can see here, we have 1998, and we have the sales, you know, the current sales for 1998 per month. So this January, February, March, April, May. And here we have the parallel period is giving us the entire year for the previous year. So if we look in here, this is where we start. Take a look at this. 1997. Do you see there? 600,017, which is basically what we get here every year. So what the heck is this one? So take a look at this. We'll do it again. Oi, maybe not with the cursor in there. Let's try it again. We go in there and we see here we have from January to March. These are the sales that are available for 2018. Now, if we look and say, okay, the previous period from January to May, not to March, so sorry, is from January to May. And if we look here, what's going on, we see, okay, so from January till May 1997, my God, I have to go to the head doctor, psychologist. So if you can see here the dates for the same period but last year, we will get exact those numbers. Okay, so what is basically giving us, and then if we add those up, so if we look how much that is 245, which is basically what it was giving us on the table. So it's giving us the same month the year before. So it is a huge difference of how it is actually calculating when you are putting year instead of month. So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this DAX Fridays video, and yeah, if as usual, please like, share, make sure you subscribe, click the bell. You have a lot of things to do before you leave this video. I will be back again on Monday. Hopefully, I don't have a video for that yet. Hopefully I will manage to make it. And if I don't see you on Monday, I'll see you on Wednesday next week. Have a great holidays if you're on holidays. If not, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.